Good afternoon, everyone. We are reading from our usual book, Strength for the Day, and the title of our lesson today is Enjoy the Flight. Some trust in chariots and some in horses, but we trust in the name of the Lord our God. Psalm 20, verse 7. I was again on an airplane, ready for a flight. As we taxied to the end of the runway, the pilot announced we were about ready to take off. Make sure everything is put away and tighten your seatbelts. I started to think, I have no idea who this man is. I have never seen him. I do not know his name. I do not know where he came from, his training, or anything about him. Yet I am trusting my life to him. He may fly me over oceans, mountains, and deserts, and I am trusting him. As the flight began to take off, he made a few more announcements and then said, "So just sit back, relax, and enjoy the flight." It turned out to be quite a bumpy ride. I had to trust not only the pilot, but the structure of the plane itself. But obviously, I arrived at my destination. One time on a trans-Pacific flight, a young woman sat next to me. I found out that she was not a Christian. We hit a patch of seriously turbulent air, and after we hit a particularly hard jolt, she exclaimed, "Oh God!" I turned to her and said, "Yes, that is who you should be talking to. That is who I trust." In Psalm 56, verse 3, we read, "When I am afraid, I put my trust in you." Every day, we place our trust in so many people and things: elevators, medical personnel, and the medications they prescribe, church leaders, family, fire alarms. The list goes on and on. Who and what do I trust? I wonder, can I apply that to my Christian experience? The hard part comes when we have to decide between one or more options. When I get on a plane, I cannot choose the pilot. But when I decide what to buy or study, which career or spouse to choose, the decision making gets harder. That is when we have to pray, seek God's word, and ask for advice from those we trust and who follow the Lord. Then we can trust in the Lord with all our hearts and not depend on our own understanding. Seek His will in all we do, and He will show us which path to take. Proverbs 3, verse 5 and 6. Otherwise, we are likely to get in trouble. As Job said, some things we trust in are as fragile as a spider's web. Job 8, verse 14. Put your trust in the only one who can always be trusted. Then sit back and enjoy the ride. Artist Dick Stenbacon. I don't know about you, but I have indeed been strengthened for the day and encouraged for the day. The title of our lesson today was Enjoy the Flight, and the key text was taken from Psalm 20, verse 7. It reads, "Some trust in chariots and some in horses, but we trust in the name of the Lord our God." This lesson was very impactful as the author tells us of her flight experience. She recognizes in that moment when she sits in the airplane that she does not know the pilot, the one who will be taking her to her destination. But she has to find that willpower to trust that he will take her safely, and also that the structure of the plane will be durable enough to take her safely. She then highlights that in everyday activities, we have to trust people. We have to trust objects. Why not trust God? Are we as Christians applying that same methodology to our Christian walk? And it's important for us to think about this because the author is totally right. When we sit in a vehicle with a taxi driver or our family members, we are putting our trust in those persons. We are putting our trust in the vehicle to take us safely. How are we applying that to our day to day life and journey with God? Are we trusting Him wholeheartedly? He has asked us to lean not on our own understanding, but to, in all our ways, acknowledge Him, and He will direct our path. I think we take it for granted that the things that we can see, the things that make life easier for us, there is an ultimate creator, and it's God. Without Him giving people skills, the knowledge, the wisdom, the understanding to do the jobs that they do, without Him imparting that knowledge to persons to invent things that make our lives a bit easier, we wouldn't be in an advanced society or state that we are currently in. And we would much rather trust these material things, trust these people, than trust the Creator who has made everything that we see around us. And it's a humbling experience for me as well, because anything that happens in life, the first thing that comes to mind is to worry, whether it's something happening to my health or something happening to my family members. The first thing I want to do is panic. I want to see how I can fix it. But God has asked us to trust Him. He has asked us to lean not on our own understanding and how we feel about a situation, but to lean totally on Him. And if He has given us that instruction, why aren't we doing it? Why am I not doing it? You know what I mean? So it's something that I am working on with Him. And thank God He's patient, because I know if it was anybody else dealing with me, they'd be like, you know what? She is a hard case. Let me leave this one here because she's not learning. But He's so patient, He's so gentle, He's so loving, He's so kind. He knows our flaws and He loves us just the same. He works with us at our pace. And that's why I'm grateful that God is not. That's why I am grateful that God is not like man. Whereas with man, if they see an imperfection in the clay, they will immediately discard it. But with God, He takes His time with that imperfection until that piece becomes a masterpiece. Therefore, we need to trust Him with all our plans, with everything that we engage in, with every situation that we face, with every decision that we have to make. Let us trust the Lord with all our hearts and lean not onto our own understanding. In all our ways, let's acknowledge Him, and He will direct our path. There's no two ways about it. He cannot lie. He just wants us to do our part, and our part is trusting Him. He will do the rest. I'm talking to myself. You know, I always talk to myself when I'm talking to you, or I have to trust Him. Even when it's hard to trust, even when I don't see a way, I have to trust Him. I have to trust Him with my day-to-day activities. I have to trust Him with my future. I have to trust Him that He is going to work it out for me. I want you to trust Him as well. I want you to put Him to the test. Ask Him, God, I don't see how this can work out in my favor. I am asking you to deal with this situation. Help me to trust you wholeheartedly. And when you come through for me, because I know you'll come through for me, help me to come back with the same zeal that I came to you asking you to work things out. Help me to come back with the same zeal and glorify you. Help me to give you back the accolades that you're deserving of. Because oftentimes we ask for things and we're so enthusiastic. We're like, oh God, if you do this for me, I'd be so happy. Please just make a way for me. When we get the thing that we've prayed for, we just chuck God to the side. and we cannot afford to do that. And so I've always tried to hold myself accountable. The same energy, I spoke about energy yesterday, the same energy that I come to God with when I need something is the same energy that I need to come back to Him to say thank you when He has come through for me, because He comes through every time. There's never a time when God hasn't come through for me. And maybe it's not the way that I wanted it to be, but He knows best. So I thank Him anyway. So even if I don't get what I asked for, I'm like, you know what, God, you know best. You saw that this wasn't good for me. This person wasn't good for me. This situation wasn't good for me. This particular course wasn't good for me. Um, Maybe I wanted to have this particular outcome with a relationship with a friend or a loved one. It didn't work out, but I'm trusting you. I trust that you know best. And that's how we have to live our life, trusting Him. It's a work in progress for me, but as I said, He's working on me, He's working on you. And we're going to go on this journey together where our faith, our trust in Him will confuse the enemy. Because, as I said yesterday, our praise, our faith, that's what confuses Satan. He's wondering, I'm throwing all of these things in this girl's way or this man's way, but their faith, their trust in God is unwavering. He's confused. He has to back off because God is in the situation. So I don't know what you're praying about. I don't know what you're trusting God for, but this is a word today to let you know that He is in the neighborhood and He's stopping by at your doorstep. Receive it, but you have to trust Him. Yeah. So let's all just say it together. We are trusting God no matter what. So I hope that you've been strengthened for the day and encouraged for the day. Thanks again for tuning in. Remember, I am on YouTube now, so you can subscribe, share, like. So, having done those things to the videos, it allows the algorithm to push the videos to more persons so that they can be strengthened and encouraged for the day. My handle is dhennie, DEE_Hennie, HENNIE. Thanks again for being here. God bless you, and I'll see you again tomorrow.